You said you will wait. Are you waiting for me?
I'll wait, David. I'll wait to talk about it, but I figured it out.
You figured it out.
Yeah. It's really actually kind of crazy. Yeah.
Ryan, the biggest news of the day, and there's a couple things I could get into, depending on what you figured out. But the absolutely, without a doubt, no question, biggest news that I've seen today, and this is split a lot of people because depending on what side of this issue you tend to stand on, you're either going to run with this or you're going to try to run away from it. But in the Tyler Robinson case, Tyler Robinson, of course, the alleged, I think you're supposed to say, Charlie Kirk assassin, which we were told by all
definitely did it.
Well, we were told by all the federal agencies was Cash Patel, I believe, and Dan Bongino and all these people. It was an open and shut case, overwhelming amounts of evidence. His fingerprints were all over the firearm, Ryan. However, the defense has filed a interesting piece of information, which does seem to deem firearms fingerprints all over the firearm. It seems to deem it relatively inconsequential because ultimately that means what you've touched a firearm. The court filing, which is from the ATF specifically, states that the ammunition found, the bullet fragments, I should try to be very specific, the bullet fragments found in and around Charlie Kirk do not, or at least, I guess technically not do not, but could not at least be matched to the firearm.
But
yeah, so
but
yeah, so Ryan, as you know,
what
I watch a lot of crime shows, Ryan.
Did you watch? I heard there's a second angle from behind him. Am I right?
Yep, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
The thing is, you can only see so much.
The ballistics, the ballistics, because David, I still have not seen. I haven't.
Don't see it. I will stand by this.
I still have not seen. Yeah,
do not see it. Don't see it.
I just maybe one of the only.
Don't see it in front of them.
Maybe one of the few people that lived through it that did not watch it. Also, we have to talk the Drewski thing now that we're here.
Drewski's gay.
Is he actually gay?
I don't know. I just don't.
I didn't even know about him until yesterday.
Like honestly,
I didn't even know about him until yesterday.
We'll hop back. We'll go to Drewski, but like the pre this whole Erica Kirk thing, and then we'll go back to the forensic thing, and then we'll go back to Drewski again. But I have to say,
it's greatest podcast.
My opinion on Drewski is not based on the Erica Kirk thing. It's in general. I've never laughed at anything he's done once. I don't think he's funny. I don't know where this you just attach comedian to yourself and then people fall. I don't think he's funny.
Well, David, this is a comedic show. Clearly, I'm joking about murdering intergalactic pedophiles.
You could do comedy without being a comedian, I suppose. I just personally, I don't think he's funny. It's not my style or whatever. It's me, probably, right?
I will hold my reservations for the Drewski thing in general, in totality. But I will say this about Charlie Kirk getting murked in front of us. I've yet to see it out of the same thing I said then. That's me. As far as I'm concerned, you put Dave's face on there. I don't want to see my friend get shot in the neck and die. With that being said, the fragments of the ballistics that is supposed to be the actual rounds that killed the man are not the same.
Well, they can't be matched.
The fuck does that mean? They have
you would have to look at those three ways, okay? So they can.
David, can you pull me up a video? It's going to be completely irrelevant.
Maybe.
It's the scene in The Great Mouse Detective where he shoots the pillow with the gun. It's fucking around. They cannot. You never seen that video? It's Sherlock Holmes. Fucking.
No, so
it's when Disney did a Sherlock Holmes version of mice. But yeah, they have the gun. They just shoot. They put a bullet in the gun, shoot it, and match the ballistic.
Yes. Now
They said the same shit with JFK, if I'm not mistaken, that they couldn't.
Yeah, and
that's where the magic bullet. Are we gonna have a second magic bullet, David?
Well, to be fair,
sorry, I'm fucking.
It's not always so black and white. It can be, it very well can be. There are many times when the bullet is found, you pick it up, you do test firing from the alleged murder weapon, right? And then you match the lands and grooves on the test fire and the bullet found at the scene, and you match them up and you say, yes, it came from this firearm. Boom, done. Handled. This firearm now has fingerprints. It was this guy, right? Like, this is like the very general, very vague versions. It gets tricky when bullets fragment. So that is what's being claimed here, is that
That's because that hit is super strong. Jesus
he
vertebrae.
has just a moose neck.
A
Yeah,
moose neck from
yeah,
carrying the weight of the
yeah,
whole conservative movement on his back and the
yeah.
entire MAGA
No, because
protecting the world from Iranian conflict.
they're saying because it was a soft point style round instead of a hollow point style round, that they're more prone to fragmenting, which is also why it may have
Okay.
not completely penetrated his neck, which is all fair. With that said, what you're looking for is you either undeniably match the bullet to the firearm, you undeniably say that that bullet does not match to the firearm, or you live in this gray area where we can't prove or deny that it matches. And that's what the filing is. So we can't say for sure it isn't from the firearm, but we also can't say it is. So it's a very gray area. But now you got to remember when we're talking, and by the way, this just to be clear, I'm not predicting anything. This case is going to be open and shut. This is going to be the court of public opinion. The evidence is not going to matter. Tyler Robinson is going to go to jail, whether or not I think he did it or you think he did it, doesn't matter. It's 100% going to happen. I'm just saying. But
Probably give him the death penalty.
probably. But without a court of public opinion, if you're just looking at the sheer evidence and the way our legal system is set up, remember, when you convict somebody, it's supposed to be beyond reasonable doubt. I think if at the very least the defense maybe has a chance at reasonable doubt here, if they can really drive this point home, because the open and shut case that we've been told by the FBI, the CIA, the Cash Patels, the Dan Bonginos, the those people, the open and shut case has completely relied upon, we found the firearm near-ish the scene. It had his fingerprints all over it, as well as other people's fingerprints on it, because it was a family heirloom. He admitted to doing it. We have him on camera, right? Like, it's all open and shut. But if you're trying to just place a little bit of doubt, and that's your only hope if you're the defense team, this is it. This is your only shot. Your only shot is to say, yes, his fingerprints were on the gun. It was a family heirloom. They all hunted with it. Of course, his fingerprints were on it. But the ammunition or the bullet fragments found at the scene cannot be matched to the firearm. So who's to say, and then you would have to then try to explain why he was running around with the firearm near the scene of the crime, which is it's going to be difficult. Like I said, this is probably going to end up just a very open and shut case. But when you look at things in the grand scheme, we're not just looking at it from a legal perspective. It does seem odd. It does seem odd to me, at least. Because there's other ways, by the way, too. This is another thing that people might not know. There's other ways to match the ammunition to the firearm. So you don't only have the option of lands and grooves. You can do it by the spent shell casings, although I do believe that's not maybe as accurate. You can do chemical composition testing. You can still go off of the fragments.
The shell casing, like how it leaves
the actual
like
spent round, yeah.
Yeah, it leaves like a small micro incision on there, or like a stamp. Some states require stamping. Sometimes it's like there's notches or dashes in there from when it's coming out of the rifled barrel. It leaves the.
So there are other ways to match it, and none of the ways could make the match happen. So
why could none of the other ways make the match happen? Oh, you're saying because of the fragmentation. I understand.
Yeah, the fragmentation is it throws the I think the most foolproof way out, which is just tracing the lands and grooves off of a test fire and matching them. That's the easiest and
So,
most certain way.
am I wrong, David, that like the only reason that it's worth pursuing more is because they haven't been clear about the entire narrative about his assassination since the beginning, not to mention the way that his wife and all the Candace Owens stuff. Like, am I wrong to believe that all the chatter is creating more chatter?
I think what happens, and not just in this case, historically, anytime a group of people are told no, don't ask questions, no, don't look into this, um, it makes people skeptical. Like if you tell me I can't look in, okay, let's say Tyler Robinson's the shooter, which again, honestly, I would probably tend to believe. But let's say Tyler Robinson's the shooter, right? Okay, did anyone put him up to it? Is there any communication? Are we allowed to look into that? Because I've heard several people in high-ranking positions, go on several various podcasts and tell people, like, listen, I tried to look into X, and it could have been a dead end road, but I was told no. Now that just automatically will raise skepticism. Like, why no? Like, why am I not allowed to dig further? And you can tie all this into other mysteries, like the Butler shooter, the Trump assassin. Like, how, who knows anything about the Trump assassin in Butler? Has anyone heard anything about, like, the guy won and became president again after someone tried to shoot him, and we've heard nothing about it. They're like, "Yep, they shot him. He's done." Okay, where did he come from? What were his intentions? Why was he there? Why did he
Why
want to
was there
do
an
this?
FBI cell phone pinged outside of his house 2 weeks before the shooting?
Yeah, why was he
That
in a
that
BlackRock
originates,
commercial? Right? Sure. Like,
yeah. And it originates from like Virginia or
yeah.
something in the
Why does he have a
tri-state
bunch
area.
of
By
random ass, like? Why does he have a big social media presence in foreign nations? Like,
I
uh,
didn't know about that. That's hilarious.
yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the specifics, so don't quote me. But it was like he was all over like Russian Facebook, if you want to call it that. Let me. I don't. Uh,
There's a
Trump.
Russian Facebook.
What it was. I'm like very vaguely remembering this. Trump Butler assassin foreign social media presence. I really don't remember like exactly, but Thomas Crooks, who attempted assassin, had a limited but notable online digital footprint with foreign elements involving encrypted messaging and email accounts hosted overseas. Um, he had little visible social media presence. He had one potential social media account. Um, he reportedly used Discord, sources DeviantArt. Yeah, for encrypted messaging email accounts. He used multiple overseas-based encrypted platforms. Reports specified accounts or servers linked to Belgium, Germany, and New Zealand. These were primarily encrypted email/messaging services, not mainstream social media sites like Facebook, X, or Twitter. He reportedly used aliases and these accounts for things like purchasing gun-related items or chemical precursors, nitromethane research. The FBI accessed these accounts, some within days, with cooperation from foreign partners, and reviewed the content. No foreign ties to the plot were found. The confirmed foreign social media presence in the sentence of active overseas profiles or coordination. Um, yeah, it was just weird stuff. Like this guy just like came out of nowhere. He has no social media presence except for some weird like foreign encryption sites or something. And the FBI somehow finds those like immediately. Um, but then they deem with fairly what I presume is little looking into it that he, even though he had these weird ties, he didn't actually have ties to the foreign nations. Like I don't know, it's just, and here we are, what, 2 years later, 3 years, like 2 years later on the Trump assassin, and it's like, dude, nobody knows anything at all. They're like, it's just like done. Isn't that? It's just. Is that not weird? Is it not weird that no one has really dug into this? Nothing has come out on it.
Everything's weird, David.
The Vegas shooter, like we talked about him a little bit, like so much just like people just completely flat out ignore and they're just like completely accept the narrative. Tyler Robinson, like there's a lot of weird stuff surrounding the Tyler Robinson case too. Like I said, it's the most likely
How come
scenario, I
Anthony
guess, but
Fauci isn't being prosecuted for crimes against humanity?
sure.
COVID strain cicada is going around, David.
You know, I would
Cicada, David, like the bug that lays dormant for 10 years and then when it comes out, it wreaks havoc and causes famine
explodes all
and
over your
eats
windshield.
everything.
Uh, you could look in
It's
I was just
novel, though.
oh
Just
uh in Florida, okay. Um, this clavicular guy who just seemed to pop up out of fucking nowhere.
love that guy.
Um, I would say I'm indifferent. I don't really have any feelings
I
about
don't I don't actually know. I just love that. Like he's
him.
kind I've seen some videos of him just shutting down girls. Like the one video, his stream was like, yo, she's busted, get her out of here. And he's like, yo, you gotta go. And she's like, what? He's like, yeah, chat don't like you, so you gotta get the fuck out of here. She started
um,
crying.
well,
I felt
apparently
bad for her,
he got
but
he got arrested in Florida. Are you aware of this?
no, is it was with the slapping?
No. So he got
Mhm.
brought up on battery charges. Now, when I read that, I assumed like I don't know, like beating up a chick or something. I don't know what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Battery.
I don't think
Um,
battery is assault though.
yeah. Well, it wasn't. He shot an alligator. Apparently, they were like in a
He's
swamp or something. He shot an alligator.
You're not allowed to just shoot alligators?
I guess. So the attorney general in Florida,
Did he
is
do it on
was
stream? Like, is that, like, how he
yeah,
got
100%.
caught?
Yeah. So the attorney general in Florida
Beautiful.
was like, well, he could be facing years and behind bars for this. And two thoughts immediately came to my mind. Uh,
For shooting an alligator?
yeah. My first thought was the
I
United
thought you can
States.
only be charged, like, a crime against fucking, like, a person, dude.
No, you can. There's endangered animals and all types of stuff. But like my first thought was the United States literally within the last few weeks
Grace, I can eat a chicken that was deep fried.
bombed an entire school full of girls in Iran, and like it was like completely nobody seemed to give a shit. It was like fine. It was like yeah, they bombed a bunch. Yeah, the Google Maps wasn't up today. Just go bomb girls at school. It's fine. Little innocent girls in school. Fine. Um, and like everyone on the right seems to be like completely okay with the fact we just bombed 200 girls at school. But like the same people are like,
Can't
he,
shoot an
he
alligator.
shot an alligator. He's gonna go behind bars for years. And I'm like, what the fuck what are our priorities right now? Like, are we seriously we're up in arms because he shot an alligator? Meanwhile, our United States government bombed innocent girls at a school, and like that's fine. Are we a serious people?
No.
Like, in what
Did
world?
you see the new Lego video? Did you see they released, like, 3 of them since we potted last?
No,
There is one. Oh my god, dude, look them up. I literally think we have to watch them.
there's
There's one that it's Trump and Netanyahu in front of the devil, Balak. It's like, "Sir, I've killed children." And he's like, "I want more," screaming. It's crazy. Now, I know it's
uh
imagery and you can just say it's a story and blah, 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 but, you know. David, I figured it out, so it's fine.
the problem
I'm
is
not mad at the universe for knowing that I know that we're all supposed to know, and we don't know, David, but it's okay. I know.
to
I
go
know,
back real
David. We
to go
figured it
back
out.
real quick. The second thing that came to my mind when I saw Clavicular got arrested for shooting an alligator. It's the same attorney general in the same state, of course, headed by Ron DeSantis. That when the Tates were allowed to travel again, like they weren't even on ground yet. Like they were still in the air, and Ron DeSantis and the same attorney general were like, "Oh, we're going to bring them up on charges because they committed crimes against our citizens." And I was like, "Okay, then bring up the charges. Let's go to court." But they never want to do that, right? They just want to like try to win the court of opinion because if you just say somebody's accused of something in today's society, that's bad enough. So
Mhm.
like based on
Reputation slander.
Yeah, 100%.
I can't say that Cash Patel's girlfriend's an Israeli plant, though. That would get me landed in jail.
That's
But you
ridiculous,
can
Ryan, of
say
course.
that Tate's not allowed in Florida because of his history. But then you can also blow up drug cartels just off the coast of Florida so that you're not violating any
Well, it
laws in
certainly looks
America.
like it certainly looks like they're smuggling drugs. I mean, what else would
Well,
they
how do
be
you
on the
know they're
water with?
smuggling
Well, they're
drugs,
on a
David, if you
water with a
didn't
boat,
do due
Ryan. Of course they're
process and
smuggling drugs.
how do you know that if you didn't look inside the fucking boat before you blew
they
it?
found
They
drugs on the
found
boat, Ryan.
how, David? But after they blew it up, they found drugs?
There were drugs there after.
They blew
Well, you
up
gotta
a
blow it up
boat
first to
which
see if there's drugs, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna just ask if there's
how is
drugs.
this reminds me of, like, a story about, like, a leather wallet surviving a plane crash that melted beams as thick as my body, though.
Yeah, but the passport survived. That's really what you're looking for.
The concussion force of the plane was so strong, it exploded the beams on impact, but his wallet in the front seat of the fucking plane closest to the explosion and the point of impact was found.
Well, he probably dropped it out the window before they hit from the
Also interesting that in all of New York City, I can't find my wallet in my car, but they found a wallet in one of the largest cities in human history.
it was probably on
Just
the
makes
ground by the rubble.
no
They're
I'd
already
say it makes
cleaning
no
the
sense.
rubble, Ryan.
Dave, I'm so done. It makes 100% sense because I figured it out. It's okay. It's okay. It's really okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the same AG
It's completely
used
fine.
used information from foreign governments' cases against the Tates that were thrown out by the same foreign governments to say that the United States had citizens that were
After he
harmed
already went to jail and was let out because, like, they had
because
no
they couldn't
evidence
make
on
a
him,
case.
even though they didn't even tell him how long he was gonna be in jail because he just got arrested in the middle of the night for some shit because he said some shit, allegedly.
Incredible. Incredible.
And
So,
some hot whore likes to get tied up and choked to death right before she's fucked.
yeah, it's just
Maybe
it's
shit like that is that what the guy
ridiculous.
meant about sounding more intellectual? Like we just had bomb points, and I just got a little bra on it right at the
Uh
end with the Steph Curry
I
at
don't
3
know.
half court.
I don't here's the thing. Even if some of this is accurate, like I don't mind criticizing our government because
Oh, is this
I'm
we're at the Lego? Oh, dude,
yeah,
these are
yeah, yeah.
so good.
Well,
They have to make a whole length movie of these. I hope somebody stitches these together because these are
I don't
great.
mind like if I or you criticize our government because quite frankly, Ryan, me or you um
It's kind of our
aren't
duty.
well, we're not terrible people who would bomb schools full of children. So like for
Or
us it's
booby
like
trap their own buildings, David.
yeah. So like we're like decent people. We get to tell our government that that's wrong. But like there's something that doesn't sit well with me with Iran telling our government they did something wrong. Cuz like let's be honest, our
Fuck
government's
'em.
corrupt, their government's corrupt. And corrupt probably doesn't go far enough. Evil, our
Do they
government's
fuck kids
evil. Their
there?
government's evil. I'm sure they do. I mean, they're holy prophet fucked kids. What are we
Well,
talking about?
he's a warlord, David. Times were different then.
Who was a prophet warlord?
A
Um,
private warlord that just
yeah,
murdered people.
and that's the thing. Like when we criticize Israel's government, and people are like, "Well, you can't do that." I'm like, we criticize our own government. Why would we not? Why would we hold criticism for other people's governments?
I can't criticize other people governments, but
I
other
need to be
governments can criticize me.
Yeah, I just want to be crystal clear.
The
Like
Green
all
New
governments,
Deal the
I
Green
don't
New
like them.
Deal's whole thing is bullying us into fucking green energy because the rest of the world did it.
So with that said, I'll play the clip, but I don't particularly care for Iran making any of these points because you gotta go clean your own closet.
I love this because I love these. I'm glad David doesn't like it, and I love these. The shit is great, dude. That was the last song, right, from the last video?
Yeah,
Super funny. This actually makes me think it was made by an American because they're
Iranians have
so
released a new Lego style
like how the fuck does
animation.
Iran know how our country? This is so good, dude.
I don't like the animation is fucking wild.
It's actually unbelievable.
And why did they choose Legos? Was the
It's
last one
for
Legos? Did I miss?
children. Yeah, they're all Legos. Yeah, I think there's been 3 of these.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lego is the
Scaling
interesting
bricks.
thing. It's weird because Lego hasn't like disavowed any of this.
It's very possible they're not aware of any of this.
It's just bad marketing.
Well,
The president knows, but Lego doesn't.
Like as closely as we follow this, I had no fucking idea about any of this until you pointed it out.
No, dude, you
Like,
can see
some
the
dork at Lego,
nubs.
I could see them not.
They look like Legos, dude. What are you talking
Oh,
about?
no doubt. I'm just in general, like people from Legos, like have not seen them. Yeah, that's.
This is not the one I even saw. There's a different one.
Crazy.
That's a different one. There's one with the devil in there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Here's the thing, too. Like,
dude, they went full Hollywood. Like you're telling me the people in Iran made that? Like,
no, I'm telling you,
they can't make a movie.
No, I'm
over there?
full conspiracy with you, Ryan. We made these to push American patriotism because I'm watching this thinking, okay, now I just want to fucking drop bombs on Iran. Like it's kind of like fuck you guys. Like you don't get.
This is the anti-pro-America
Yeah.
propaganda made in the home country.
Yeah, it totally works. It's like no.
To get David Goggins hyped up enough to go join the military.
Yeah, actually, fuck you. We're gonna drop all types of fucking bombs now.
So, David, you're telling me that the government is making videos, Iranian propaganda videos talking about how Trump's a pedophile, fucking kids and hiding and covering up Epstein.
No, some of the shit's too good. There's no good trap beats coming from Iran. Like, let's be honest. No good hip hop comes from Iran.
Dave, I'm a conspiracy theorist here. Yeah. But this is a stretch for me.
You think so?
I don't know. Play the other one. Find the other one.
Wait.
Because when we're talking, it's right in your face. Like it's
how advanced is Iran? Is there? Am I not giving Iran enough credit?
I mean, they have nuclear weapons, David.
No,
they have Legos in Iran.
They were told. They were told they were close.
Women used to wear jeans there, David.
So what?
I don't know. I think that means something in feministic terms.
There's no official Lego presence in Iran. There are Lego bricks and sets, but with some important caveats due to international sanctions and lack of official support from Lego. There's no official Lego presence. The Lego company based in Denmark does not operate any official Lego stores in Iran. Okay,
how the fuck does Iranian people know what Legos are then?
There's no official Lego website for Iran. Lego's global store locator and official channels list stores in dozens of countries, but not Iran. There are unofficial Lego stores, and sellers do exist.
Enough that the government can make a video.
They have black market Legos.
Yellow market Legos, dude.
You can find Legos, but mainly through independent toy shops and online sellers in places like Tehran.
I gotta buy shit from Turkey,
especially among kids and adults. That's who would enjoy them. Yes, kids and adults. That's a weird sentence.
Everybody.
Yeah, so everyone, doesn't that cover the bases? Not teens, but children and adults. But teens, it falls off.
Teens like phones, David.
Especially
but when you're an adult, you like Legos. Not seniors.
What was the other thing I was going to ask? Oh, trap music in Iran.
Oh, David, maybe never mind. It's a pedophile joke.
Let's see if there's trap music in Iran. Is that popular?
David, maybe they don't have teens on there because they're too busy fucking them over.
Hey, it says trap music exists in Iran, but it's almost entirely part of the underground Persian hip hop rap Farsi.
No, they make dope bars, David. They write
Persian trap.
They write dope bars for the government over there.
Are we going to listen to Persian trap real quick?
I love that we're actually unzipping a conspiracy in real time.
Persian trap music. What's this? Hold on. Sarf. Persian trap music. All right, let's listen. This is the first video that pops on Google for Persian trap music. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta put it up. Persian trap, right?
It sounds like just like regular Muslim music. I kind of fuck around on this, to be honest with you.
It's something. All right, so we've established
Dude,
there
I
are
would
in fact
dance my
Legos
ass
and
off
trap
with some
music.
slim, thick fucking Arab female with their veil covering her
All right,
eyeballs.
so maybe it's possible. Maybe it's possible. Maybe my original theory is not coming together. Maybe they
That
do
shit
have Legos, although
kind of
it's not
clapped.
official, and they do have Persian
Have
trap music.
Legos. It's just the government has to buy them black market from
They
Turkey.
do, yeah. You do have to black market them from
They don't
Denmark,
have
correct?
Legos enough, but they know exactly how they go together and break apart enough to make animations that make it look like real enough Legos that an American would know. And also, they don't have Legos, but they understand the power that Legos have in America.
I think this is the video we
They
watched before.
they understand the cultural significance.
Yeah, that's the one we watched before.
I think there's 3 of them.
There's another. Oh, there is another. Wait, what the fuck?
This one's crazy. This is the one I think I seen.
Are you? Well, maybe. I don't know. If this is definitely a different one. It's
Like,
like
how
a.
much money did that cost? Like, did they just AI this? You know, like, it's a heavy
Well,
plot.
it says AI. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, this is the
is
one
this
I
the
seen.
one?
Maybe not, dude. I don't even know anymore.
There's no.
I've seen
What
First
in
Stolen
the
Blast.
fuck is this?
It's the Native Americans pushing the button, dude. Right, you see how they break apart? They don't know, they don't have Legos there, but they understand.
I think the AI understands, right? They're probably just grokking it.
They're gronking this.
Yeah.
This detail of a plot they're putting in
Yeah.
AI.
Yeah, definitely. Sora or whatever the fuck it is.
ChatGPT is allowing the Iranian government to make a propaganda video against the United States government.
That's the real scandal here.
Right, but our Gronk won't render a computer destroying a computer.
Titanic? What the fuck is happening? This one's kind of fucking all over the place.
This is not the one I seen either.
Dude, so how many are there?
I don't know. And then there's the
that is
one of them
crazy.
like going through like all the people they've murdered, like Native Americans looking to the sky.
Dude, what the fuck? These are getting out of control, apparently. Okay, these are getting very in depth.
That's what I mean. Like, they're going full Hollywood.
Well, but it's AI, so like, doesn't it lose its effect?
Is it AI or they're
Fuck is
making
this?
those?
There's more. What
Are
is
they
this
making those? Are they fucking making those?
Dude, there's no way. These are just fucking popping out of the blue. Dude, it's like. Why are there so many of these? Why is it dolls? That's creepy.
He's busy tweeting.
Hold on. Low key though, is this not what we picture Trump doing at like 3 a.m.? Like the accuracy of this part specifically, that is 100% how I picture Donald Trump.
Just did coke out of Melania.
Go to bed, Melania. I'll be back.
Yeah, just did coke out of her asshole, and he's up on fucking Truth Social, just getting after it.
What the fuck?
A camel in a cage is crazy. I want you to keep quiet. That's Epstein, bro.
Yeah.
That was Epstein.
Was that Epstein or was that Netanyahu?
Oh, maybe it was. I don't know.
Maybe it's Netanyahu.
Yeah,
Bibi.
BB.
Yeah, these are
Yeah, I
weird
never seen
animals.
these.
Oh, oh, that's not a doll. It's a child. Oh my god.
You know what's funny too is they like say that, oh, they're so close to making nukes. We've taken them out, and then here's this video showing just lines of missiles. Like, all right, I know it's
Okay, here's
propaganda both ways,
here's
but
the problem. Like we're kind of
like, I
assuming
don't know.
assuming like my conspiracy theory on this whole thing is completely wrong. Um,
Dave, I don't know what to believe anymore.
we're
Like, I don't
kind of
know if
like
what I'm
we're
watching is real or if this is like programming me for what's going to happen. Like, I don't.
well, it's like what is like. So the problem is
Like, what the fuck?
we're giving them ammo. Now that ammo might not match the firearm, right? But we're giving them ammo on this. Like,
But the cluster of shit remaining is the exact same caliber, David.
well, it's just the problem is like, dude, we're told that we've I hate this. I hate this because it's gonna sound like I'm like fucking pro Iran here. Obviously, I'm not.
To go,
But the,
just go
but
pro swords and sickle here, dude.
no, but it's like, dude, we literally Trump has literally gone online and told everyone, and he's gone in public and told everyone in speeches and fucking press conferences and fucking all types of shit. And we're constantly hearing from Trump and other high-ranking members of the United States government and the military that like we've annihilated Iran's troops, and yet how is the Strait of Hormuz how is it closed? Like how are we not transporting? Like we've destroyed the whole military. It's almost over. It's gonna be weeks, not months.
Shortest war ever.
It's like okay, but like we can't like this completely what was open passage is now completely shut, but like it's almost over. Are you sure? Are you sure?
Mystery of truth, dude.
And I would feel bad about saying that if Iran made these videos, but the United States made them.
You're doubling down on those?
I don't know.
It's a fucking underwater base, dude.
It's Khomeini's gay son. The only one left.
These are so good, dude. It's crazy. The fucking animation is just unreal.
Yeah.
The suicide drones.
Yo, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm sticking with my original theory. Yo, $70 gas is crazy. Why did that look
Hey,
like
the
Saddam
EU
Hussein?
flag.
No, I'm no, I'm doubling down on my theory. I'm doubling down.
Dude, that shit looks right out of Hollywood.
Yeah, we made those. 100%.
They're so good.
I
They're
know, but it's like
so good. They're so good, dude. Those are like a fucking like a
yeah,
YouTube short, dude. They're so good.
we made that shit. I'm telling you, we made that to like strengthen American resolve.
I'd so believe that.
I really
I mean,
do because like dude,
They're so
I don't
good,
even want to
dude.
be at war with Iran, and I'm watching those like, fuck. Now we gotta fuck them up. Like, I can't. You can't let them run their mouth like that.
Like, wait, those goat camel fuckers made.
No chance. No chance. You fucking bootleg ass Legos in your fucking Persian trap. No way. I don't buy it.
I love that our main shtick on disproving the official narrative is how the popularity and the quality of Persian
If the Persian
and
trap
how
was a little
easy it
better,
is to get
maybe.
Legos in the country.
But like, I don't know. I don't know. Yay, drop bully, and now I'm supposed to do Persian rap
Dave,
instead.
what's your number one way that you know that it's bullshit? The Persian trap. It just
Persian trap's just not good enough, dude. It's not.
hear those hi hats.
It's your fucking bootleg fucking like. I just
They don't
don't.
even have fucking Legos. They have Mega Blocks. You're
You're, you know those. You know those like fucking not even
oh
mega
my
blocks.
god,
You know, you go to like the dollar store, like Dollar
that'd be
General, and they
fucking
got like the
great.
fake ass. They have Legos, but then they have like fake ass Legos. It's those. And you have to go to Tehran to get them. You can't even get real. You have to get fake Legos from like the biggest city in Iran.
You have to travel. You have to go on a fucking pilgrimage to get fake
Imagine having to go to
Legos.
like the biggest
They
city in the
probably
United
made
States.
them in Bernice or something, like fucking half the country away. You probably buy them from fucking Bangladesh.
Persian
I
Legos.
love that we're nailing home that just trap music and Legos and this entire thing fell apart. Like, dude, they were so particular with how the Legos broke apart like the fucking video game. You ever
Yeah.
like play the Lego movie when they build stuff and they're
Oh, it's oh my god, Lego games
it's
are so
great.
good though.
They're so good. That's what it reminds me of. Like it literally looks like the screen, like the Lord of the Rings Lego game. They had the fucking pacing of those. Though they can make that, but they can't make uranium.
Oh, they enriched it to 60%, Ryan.
60%, but they make banging movies about Legos that they have no cultural reference to.
Well,
But
that's
they know
way
exactly.
easier with AI, Ryan. Just using Sora.
You're not AIing that.
It's AI.
Dude, I've tried to make stuff in
Oh,
AI with like you're not making that in AI, David. That has to be
that's not.
rendered.
You're not prompting it right here. I'll make a.
David, David, can you ask Gronk, estimate how many digital artists it would take and how long it would take to make one of those Lego videos?
Digital artists.
Yeah, based on the duration, the quality of the video, the camera angles, the sequencing, the plot, the structure, the screen, the screenplay, the score. Like, how much time are we guessing they put into that video? Like, yeah, I think these people, I'm supposed to believe they barely have water.
Oh god, it says very few. Often just 1 to 3 artists, or even a single skilled operator per video. Thanks to heavy
Really?
use of AI image and video generation tools.
That is not.
Oh, it's definitely AI, 100%.
It's not AI.
It's definitely AI.
That's not AI, dude.
Why not?
You think they AI'd that?
Dude, you don't think like the military is better AI than we do? Like, dude, I'm using free Grok right now. If I said make a, because I don't think the free version does videos, but make a still frame. I'll do it reverse. I'll do an American propaganda scene against Iran. Oh, I forgot to say make it like Legos though.
I'm not saying they can't like make it, dude. I'm just looking at the quality of animation.
I think AI is pretty fucking advanced. Did you ever see the
We're
did you
talking a complicated plot.
yeah, but but a lot of it, like I said, is you can prompt a lot of things. Um,
I don't think you're prompting that in ChatGPT.
well, maybe not ChatGPT, but like a more advanced program.
Iran has a more advanced program than ChatGPT.
Sure,
You think so?
sure.
You don't think ChatGPT is the military's program,
Well, I'm
like
sure
Facebook
other
was?
militaries have very good technology as well.
All right.
I mean, I'm sure if we did it, it'd be better. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe we did do it right.
I never thought about like it being an American made propaganda video until I'm looking at the quality of it.
I wonder if there's any,
I mean, just the story and the plot in there is very like the one with the devil is crazy.
I think the first one we watched had the devil in it.
Was that the one telling him that he killed kids and the devil wants more?
I think so.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I can't type for fuck right now. Oh, here we go. There are well-documented historical examples and declassified documents showing that the U.S. government, primarily via the CIA, Pentagon, and military psychological operation units, have engaged in covert propaganda, disinformation, and black propaganda campaigns targeting foreign nations, their populations, in efforts to undermine adversaries. Yeah, but I want specifically
If they did it
us.
to American citizens.
Yeah, the CIA extensive covert propaganda operations, including funding and influencing foreign media outlets, subsidizing books,
Wasn't that
implanting
Operation
stories.
Mockingbird is basically that? Like
Uh,
paying to
no, how about made propaganda to seem like the foreign nation made the propaganda? I don't know if it's like picking up what I'm trying to put down here. Black propaganda, fake content, leaflets, radio broadcasts, newspapers, pamphlets, forged documents made to look like it came from inside the enemy camp or from neutral indigenous sources.
black propaganda.
Oh, see, like I stumbled upon this without even knowing it existed. Make the propaganda believable by mimicking the style, language, and voice of the
Yeah, it's
target.
false flag. False flag, right?
Like it literally has like the Iranian like language and stuff on the bottom.
The CIA could fund that Facebook page it's all tied to.
OSS Morale operations, World War II against Japan and Germany. The OSS Morale operations branch specialized in black propaganda designed to appear to come from among the enemy troops, originating in the Axis homelands. Tactics include forged German newspapers. Like we made fake newspapers and military orders claiming internal revolts, fake announcements, radio broadcasts pretending to be from German officers and hiding, leaflets urging Japanese soldiers to surrender, fabricated orders. These were dropped behind lines or broadcasted clandestinely to erode trust in leadership and encourage desertion. Chile against Salvador Allende in the 60s and 70s, CIA ran black propaganda campaigns that include manufacturing material falsely attributed to Allende's own supporters to discredit them. The Penkovsky papers against Soviet Union in the 60s, Cuba operations, Operation Mongoose, clandestine broadcasts and materials designed to look like they came from Cuban exiles.
So they haven't stopped this. They've just been continually doing it.
Yeah. Notable 2020 to 21 example. The Pentagon ran a covert campaign using fake accounts to discredit Chinese COVID vaccines. In 2022, Meta and others removed networks of fake accounts linked to U.S. military influence ops that posted anti-Iran / anti-Russia, anti-China content in Arabic. Fucking unbelievable. The recent Iranian Lego-style propaganda videos, AI-generated meme-like anti-U.S., anti-Israel, are overt state or pro-regime productions, not disguised as American-made, historically focused on subtler black ops rather than producing toy block satire.
That's what don't make sense though. They don't have a cultural reference for fucking toy blocks.
Yeah, like that wouldn't like whether or not I guess when I asked earlier, this might be the wrong question. Like whether or not Legos exist in Iran, are they are they big enough in the culture that you would think to make a video using Legos? Like would that be like your first instinct is like, "Oh, I'm going to go use Legos." Or did they use Legos cuz they think that's big in the United States? Like what I would love to know like the psychological reason they look like Legos. Why is it animated? Is
Yeah, if AI is
animation
so yeah, why wouldn't you just make it a real life, like a one for one?
I don't know. I'm sticking with this is black propaganda, damn it.
This is America black propaganda. All right.
Yeah. I like it. I like that theory. I'm sticking with it for now.
All right. We'll touch on Drewski quick. Drewski, I think I've seen him now that I know what he looks like, David. I've seen other videos of him. I know nothing of him. I just think it's funny. He's roasting Erica Kirk. People are upset at him, and they're more upset at him making fun of Erica Kirk for like, saying I believe in God after my assassin of my husband, all this, than she is mad at the guy that killed her husband. Like, this shit is crazy. We're in an upside down world. Candace Owen got a cease and assist for talking shit about Erica Kirk. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I guess I'll say this. I'm obviously, regardless if I think Drewski's funny or not, dude, if the guy's gonna make videos of Erica Kirk, that's 100% his right to do so. Um, I don't think he's super funny, and I don't. You know this. We've talked about this many times. I'm still not on the Erica Kirk. Like, I don't know. I don't. I just don't see. I'll always, with evidence, reserve the right to change my mind on this. But I just don't see anything in Erica Kirk other than people thought she behaved other than they would have in the same situation, which I think is valid to an extent, of course. But also, some people maybe can't put themselves in that situation because they, for two reasons. One, I don't think most people can even imagine what it's like to be the wife of a guy that famous running such an important operation. And I don't think most people could imagine, I don't know, losing somebody in such a way. But maybe that's why they think it would be.
Different than it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think I understand the criticism of her just like fucking going out and doing like fucking Jesus Christ, like fucking Kiss concerts and shit. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing, dude? Like fucking face paint and fucking like what? This is crazy. I get it, but at the same time, I don't see that as making her seem guilty or anything. I don't know. It's weird, and I don't think Drewski, his video, I don't think he was like doing it in a way like, oh, Erica Kirk killed her husband or anything. I don't think he. I just think he was pointing at the fact that she so oddly has operated since his passing.
Yeah, like she probably needs fucking therapy.
I mean, really though, like I don't know, dude. Like like trying to predict trauma responses in people. Like how hard is that? Like from a psychological level, I don't know. Maybe it's not that hard, but to me, it seems like how the fuck are you gonna? How would you even know how people are gonna react to something like that? You can like imagine you would be somber. You can imagine you'd be sad or whatever. Like I get it, I don't, dude. Maybe it like hits and it's like just such a shock, mental break. You're like, you just fucking go. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what it would be like in that situation. I agree. I think it's weird personally, but like, maybe it's not that weird. Maybe it's the like maybe it's a weird like in a sense she's just trying to appear extremely strong in such a tough situation.
But we know you're not strong.
But when you are
It's not
weak,
war.
you must appear strong. Everything is war, man.
David, we watched her husband get shot in the face, and I cried more than she did.
Well, publicly.
Exactly. I was more upset at her than she was publicly.
I think you weren't you weren't you angry then upset, and I was more upset and then angry. I don't remember. We were like complete opposites
I
on
was
that.
mad, then sad. You were shocked and then pissed. Like the
Yeah.
next day, like after I was like, "Fuck these people, fuck them. You're killing my peers. You're killing me. You're killing me. You said kill us." Like, and then the next day, I was like, "Man, it's fucking. They're coming for us, man." Well, I
Uh,
figured it out, Dave. So we're good. I figured it
what
out.
does that mean?
I figured it
You
out.
can't just keep saying
I
that.
literally told you guys. Like, I told you I figured it out already.
But nobody knows
I
what
got
you figured out. You won't tell anyone.
I got told that I was on methamphetamine.
Yeah.
David, this might take a while, so but I've been going through my life. I'm 35 this year. My daughter turns 10 very soon. And I've been reflecting. And in a cool way, David, my daughters every 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 will fall on my middle year.
Okay.
25, 35,
Yeah.
45, 55, and then I'll be right. So
Yeah.
every
I
5
get it.
years, I either get my 10 years or her 10 years, and it's
Sure.
just kind of cool. So I'm reflecting on 10 years of being a father, where I was 10 years ago, what has happened in 10 years. Half of this time, basically, of this 10 years, I've been an electrician, basically. Um, at the time I had her, I had my whole life in automotive, like, right? So all these things. So I don't know where I got the idea from, David, but I'm a big on writing. I've shared many things. I write and rap a lot. I don't share it anymore necessarily because the podcast is a different thing and I want it to be a different space. But I share plenty on here that you guys know, and I mostly share it on here because when I say outlandish weird shit, I'm actually telling you. We always say that we're kind of ahead of the game here, and that's okay. I'm not like expecting to get flowers because you're early to something, but I tell you stuff and I've shared stories, I've shared personal things. I've been very vulnerable in the program about very like deep introspection, very deep. I seen a diagram that there's four levels of thought. And the top of the pyramid would be very deep philosophical meaning of lifestyle questions. That's where I operate, David. I know you do that. This whole program is probably somewhere between the top quadrant. Most societies, that bottom rung, right? Like a little bit of education. Anyways, I had this idea that I should write down my life and not in like an autobiography style, like I go through chapter one when I was 5 years old, but more in like a not like an Indeed application. I mean, I could get the book and show you, but like I just started, um, like the first page I did was my the years and how old I was and what grade I was in. And I listed them out, and I made it to 39 just because of the paperwork, but I did to you know what I mean, from birth till now. And then the next thing I did was, like, all the jobs I had, and I started from 26, and I went all the way back, and I, like, started and, like, as I was going through there, David, I was remembered of, like, this thing or that thing or, "Oh, yeah, for there was that, like, 2 months that I lived here and I moved here," and, there was one I labeled ego, and I put down, like, all the shit that I'm, like, braggadocious about, and there was one area I put, like, all my feelings and insecurities on. Like I literally am like systematically trying to go through. my life. I wrote about my past stuff, right? Like when I was a kid, this is it. And now like I'm trying to do this, right? Like we all the stuff that I bring to the program, right? I'm trying to hammer that lens out in my life because I'm like it's not about self-improvement. Like self-improvement was masturbation, which is a Nietzsche philosophy basically. But I digress into something different because I've been doing this over the last couple of days. I actually was up late the one night and I like drank a beer and I made a thing of it. You know, like I was real somber. I was thinking about my childhood, my child's childhood, and like the difference, my parents' childhood. Because this is the thing for me personally, David. I carry a lot of things from a lot of different people, and that's obvious when you have a family that goes through things. You guys kind of like share each other's suffering, and it's not bitching, but everybody kind of does this. You do it with your kids or your wife or your grandma or whatever. But I felt personally that if I write all the shit down and I have it in a place, right, at least from now, if I do it right, even if I do it a little bit, it will be somewhere. That energy, the thought, the intention, that space, those feelings, the ideologies, they all will go somewhere. My goal is to try to make amends with 35 years of not living up to my potential or having regrets or enjoying my successes or the goods, right? Like that's what I'm kind of trying to do. And I'm staging it in different ways with my ego, my fears. Right now I'm at where I lived. And this one, I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to literally make a list of all the addresses I ever lived in what year. Because for me, I don't have history. And like for some reason, I'm just called to do this, right? This is very Rick Rubin right now, right? Like I'm just in the art. I'm just doing the art, just showing up doing the art. I don't care why. I'm not questioning why. I'm not judging myself. I'm not judging the quality. I'm just performing. I'm the muse of myself. I came two things. One, I came to the fact. You remember Mr. Verso from Automotive at Harkness?
I mean, I vaguely remember. I don't have a.
Okay. I didn't know if you actively had a. Either way, um, I realized that one of the first guys I ever saved my life, like literally and give me a shot in this world, was Mr. Verso.
Is he
And
the
when I
one
went,
that he had like a stove blow up in his house and singed all his eyebrows and shit?
no, that was Mr. He was it was a battery exploded or something on him.
I thought it was his oven.
Mr. Verso had a real thin mustache, little hair.
Okay.
Um, he drove a Firebird. He was dope. And he was like real laid back and chill. Krozak was kind of like the uptight guy. Anyways, that guy gave me a $5,000 scholarship. It was two $2,500 scholarships to Ohio Tech. It was me and two other kids from our class were going. And he told me that those other two guys are assholes and they're not going to be anything in this world. And and when I went to Ohio, he told me that I'm going to set it up at the school. They'll be there. Good luck. And then we went on the rest of the year. So this was probably months before graduation. Now, mind you, I haven't thought about this story since it happened. You know what I mean? And this is what I mean. Like it's weird that like I'm doing the thing to save myself, not knowing why I'm doing it, but after you do it, you're like, "Oh my god, man." Like I'm not saying that I went through all this just to remember a story, but like it's powerful, right? And I'm sharing it so that maybe it inspires other people to try because it's very interesting when you start like fucking with your own mind. Anyways, when I went to Cleveland, I was in the office and they're like, "We have a problem with the billing." And they're like, "You owe X amount of dollars." I was like, "Well, did my scholarship go through?" And she's like, "Well, we haven't looked." The lady looked through a stack of scholarships and it was literally the last one.
She hasn't looked. Can you look before you tell me I owe a bunch of money?
Yeah, she looked through the it was the last one.
Appeared to lose Ryan. Hopefully, it comes back soon. Try to. But
I'm sorry.
there
I
you
just had to plug in my phone. It's about to die. I know.
go. Holy.
I know we're running late. Hold on. Anyways, this is just important because I talked about the fruit roll blowjob video. Okay.
How in the fuck does this tie to
I'll
that?
get there. I'll get there. And this is what I mean about I figured it out, David, because when I told you guys about my Jesus thing, right? I told you about my Jesus cross, my Jesus story. It just keeps happening. It literally keeps happening. I can't look for my own podcast on my own phone that I'm subscribed to, that I'm in the podcast, that has hundreds of thousands of views. We can't find the fucking thing. It's crazy. So Versa, I realized the guy saved my life. Real emotion, like, holy fuck, this is crazy. I keep going. The next thing I decide to start making a list of where I lived. And I came to a place, David, and there was like a point in my life that we moved with my mom's mom. And her name was Maryland. Okay, so we're like, move back to Grandma Maryland's. Years later, we ended up moving in with my mom's boyfriend's mom for a time. And she lived on Maryland, like Maryland Drive. Okay. And the address was 35. I'm 35 this year. I never knew that we lived on Maryland Drive. Like, I didn't put it together that that was the name of my grandmother. The guy my mom dated, that was his, he never lived anywhere else. That was the only house he ever lived in. And I just thought it was super ironic that I felt very urged in all these things. I'm going through my life to try to structure it so that it's out and that I can see it and that I can make amends with it and move on with it and stop talking about it and just be like, you know what, I could just I'd like just heal. Just to heal, just be like, you know what, I only care about now because that's what all I care about. I'm trying to just detach. I'm trying to Yoda the yin and yang and shit and just let it hang. And it's so crazy because that's the guy that I think I shared the story that he passed away. I never
Mhm.
like told it. He's basically my dad. Like, I'm 35. We live with his mom on Maryland Street, the same name as my mother's mother. While I'm 35 in the house that's 35, it doesn't seem like it means anything. It's just a fucking house number. But what are the odds that the house number and the street name is the same name as my grandmother and it's the same age I am as I'm going through my life, writing about my life, realizing things about my life, seeing the open loops in my life because, and then we'll get out of here, David. Life is a mirror because we have open loops. And that's what you're trying to track and you're trying to chase, you're trying to push and pull is the things that you've left open since childhood. And I think, me personally, the thing that has helped me more than anything is writing because it allows you to see the loops and allows you to close them as much as you can. I can't close the loop on Mark because he's dead, but the next loop I can close is going to his children and telling them thank you or telling them that, like, I wish I could have told your dad, like, it's not here to bring up the past. I'm just here to say my piece so I can go, so that I can move on, so that you guys know that, like, it wasn't for nothing or that, like, all this suffering, all of this. And, like, maybe in a selfish way of me trying to save myself and heal myself, I can heal other people. And I've said it before, Dave. I know you're the stoic one and stuff. Chris Williamson came out with a video about emotions, and I truly think that I've been emotional on this program longer than most people have been on the internet. And it's just simply because, dude, this shit is, Dave, we're in the simulation. I don't know how many stories I have to tell you, how many times I have to crumb across a number or a name that means something. It's not just dumb numerology. What are the odds there's a blowjob, fruit roll up video? I keep sharing these stories with you guys. I keep telling you guys them because what I actually believe, David, you know, when people go into psychosis, is that it's the whole world is about you and that everything turns in. I think that's actually not an issue. I think everybody would do that if our minds were open to everything. The way that it, like, if we actually all knew the truth that this was all like a lucid dream simulation that we all share collective space, it would break people's psyche it would break people's psyche. And I actually think when people's psyche breaks, what's happening is the barrier between that reality machine that is God or the universe and our world disappears. And that is why I've been with people that have had actual psychoses and they believe that the world is moving around them. Like they actually feel that the world, everything in the world is happening for them. And I've told you guys that it is because this is just like we're in a biological video game, for lack of a better term. I'm not going to get dorky with the metaphysical, spiritual shit we have in the past, David. But if we think about it, that term, the people in psychosis, that veil is gone and your mind can't handle it. Your mind does not gather information. I've said this on the program before, and I keep reminding people, I will tell you until I die. Your mind does not gather information. The things you learn about and remember is only the things your brain cares about. What you actually remember and do is the remainder. Your brain is a negation machine. It is not a collector machine. It negates everything that is not relevant to you. Okay. So if we are wired biologically, naturally, in nature and science and by God to ignore things that we don't think are important, like knowing that this is a simulation, if we all knew it, it would drop the veil of reality for everybody. It would cause a psychosis of reality. Because honestly, back to the whole psychosis, Dave, the reason those people feel that the world is actually happening to them and everything is for them because it is, because it's actually happening to all of us all at once, all together, collectively. That's the collective unconscious. That's the metaphysics. That's the collective particles. That's the human nature. That's the shared biology. That's the shared psyche. That's the Adam and Eve story. That's everything all together. I'm not saying I have it figured out like I actually know. I'm telling you that these are just building blocks from all of the other people that have ever lived. We're in something. And I can say that because I have shown you guys, I've told you the stories on how I think I'm fucking with myself. I think it's me. I think it's me doing like the fruit roll up blowjob thing. Like not like literally me in the future in a computer. That's not what I'm saying. Like if we're spiritual outside of this, like if we can fuck with all these, like, dude, we don't actually know the metaphysics, the universe. We see all these scientists talking about it, and I say it, or I say, like, hey man, maybe like we're in like this shared biological simulation, and the people that are actually in psychosis, what they're actually witnessing is the veil of God being like removed, and they actually see that we're all connected and everything happens to
That might be it. That might be it. We might have lost Ryan. I think we lost Ryan. I say we return to this. I say we return to it. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if we can get Ryan back on tomorrow. Maybe he can finish the story. He sounds like he absolutely figured it out. Let me know what you guys think of the idea that this these Iranian like propaganda videos are actually American propaganda videos, or the idea of black propaganda. Um it's interesting to me. I don't know, like that's super interesting to me. And let me know what you think about the Charlie Kirk assassin, Tyler Robinson alleged assassin, I guess I should say, and the new ATF finding that was found out in recent court docs that the bullets did not, in fact, or at least could not conclusively be matched. I shouldn't say didn't link; they just couldn't conclusively be linked to the firearm. And other than that, we'll see everyone tomorrow.